The rotten wood explodes inwards, revealing a small antechamber, the other side of which has another similar rotten door. However, you can see water pooling around the base of this door, and the bottom foot of the door is actually very moist and very black with mold.
I'll wait to see if Elliot's going to put his ear up to this one.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll kick it when he does.
Thanks. I figured.
All right, that door also explodes in a shower of rotten wood. Oh, what? There we go. Object and tokens, revealing the room on the other side. This room is in about ankle to shin deep water, meaning this entire room is difficult terrain. So
Awesome.
modify your movement accordingly. These two pillars here and here are crackling and illuminating a faint blue light. By the light of that, and by the blinding VoIP of Elliot's sunrod, you can see the 4 large snakes in this room. They are all staring transfixed at Elliot. I guess these 2 snakes, the reddish ones, are partially obscured by a haze of steam that is coming off of the water, which is boiling around them.
I'll raise a hand as like a stay and issue the command stay in parcel tongue.
All right, make a diplomacy check for me, please.
Ooh.
They do not move.
Okay. Okay, I'll nod to the rest of the party. Let's get a move on. I think we're gonna be okay with these. And I'll sort of move into the room and see how the snakes respond.
They just stare at you. It's hard to gauge snake facial expression, so you're not sure what they're thinking.
I'm trying to read like body language and listen for if they say anything.
So their body language is a little cowed, right? So instead of the snake being reared up like it normally would, their heads are very low to the ground as they're looking up and watching you. They're just keeping their faces above kind of the level of the water. In your head, the whispered voices, which are hard for you to focus on without any training or something like that, you catch that word, the word for snake god.
Azurai or whatever?
Yeah, and as you get closer to especially the big ones, which are a little smarter, you hear the name Azurai.
I'll like raise my hand and say, like heal, like follow me to the snakes and see if they'll follow.
Yes. Make a religion check for me, please, Elliot.
Oof.
You know the name Azurai.
Yeah, the hippie guy told me about it when he told me about my blood power. He told me like I had his blood or whatever.
Yes. So of the gods that did battle on Mount Disamar a long time ago and gave their descendants their abilities, the nastiest and most evil was Azurai. He is the chaotic evil god of all things terrible. He is of the old gods. He is the feared and the most kind of infamously reviled of the old gods. The polar opposite of Heilin. He is the devil, and it was said that he could take on the form of snakes and talk with snakes and communicate with snakes.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna use this to my advantage. All right, are the snakes going to follow me as we continue?
Yes, they are. Okay, when you get to... Stop moving, Elliot.
Yeah,
you
sorry.
Get to there, Elliot.
Okay.
The snakes tell you to stop.
Okay, I'll turn to them. Why?
They say, hole.
I'll sort of reach out with my foot and kind of...
you reach out with your foot through the muddy and murky water, and you don't feel anything at first, but then you start to feel it's on the wrong level. You feel the lip of what was probably once a well or a fountain or something. And lowering your sunrod, you see the darker area of where there is a very deep well that had you walked through it, you definitely would have fallen in and been submerged.
All right. I'll the snakes, I don't know, the equivalent of like a good boy.
Yeah, they don't seem to react to that.
Keep going.
I'm guessing you tell the rest of the party about the hole to beware of?
I was just about.
Okay. All right, you make your way up to the last. This door is in better shape. The bottom third of the door is still quite black with moss, but this door was obviously built of heavier and stronger wood, hardwood, and is slightly more iron bound, even though the iron is rusted and chipped in a lot of places. You can see the hinges, however, show signs that this door has been opened and closed quite a bit recently, as big flakes of old oxidized iron have been chipped off. Just from the action of the door opening and closing. And when you put your ear to the door, you can't hear anything from the other side. Nothing. Maybe, no, nothing.
Okay. I'm going to do my Batman vision.
Excellent. You relax and reach out with this newfound ability, and you actually see the back of Vinz.
Cool. Awesome. This is so cool. Guys, I can like commune telepathically with these snakes.
Like, make a move. Block
All right.
my path.
Open the door.
Yeah, okay, yeah, they move aside so Murgatroyd can get through there.
Oh, I definitely say to the snakes, follow, as I open the door.
The snakes, you sense hesitation and confusion. As though the snakes are unsure if they want to follow you through there. And then you hear the word Azurai and God, and then another Azurai and God. Two gods.
I will say, I am Azurai.
All right. Make a intimidate or diplomacy check.
Diplomacy. Oh.
31, excellent. Yeah, the snakes will follow you.
Okay, open the door.
All right, I gotta grab the thingy here and delete. All right, you open the door, which swings inward, and the light of your sunrod illuminates this room. The chamber looks like a swamp with walls and a ceiling. The walls are draped with vines and covered with moss as before. You can see the spiky plants that stung Jack peeking out here and there. A crude plank bridge crosses a moat of murky, dark water to a muddy stone island in the center of the room, perhaps part of the floor that didn't collapse, or maybe a raised dais previously. To either side, sections of the stone floor jut up from the swamp. The area to the north is cracked and has two levels, one about 5 feet higher than the other and connected to it by a ladder. 6 hooded and cloaked figures around the room were chanting quietly under their breath, but stop when the light of the sunrod illuminates everything. They all look towards you.
Are these the same guys from before? They're not snake people, they're humans?
Make a perception check, please. The figure standing up here on the high ground with a curved, nasty-looking ceremonial-type dagger in one hand and a human skull in the other does not look human. He has very snake-like features. His eyes are, strangely shaped, and his pupils are slitted top to bottom. His mouth also looks like it may be hinged weird to open. He is a Yuan-ti. But he's not the kind of Yuan-ti that has a bottom half of a snake.
Okay. Go for an intimidate. I'll say kneel before the second coming of Azurai in parcel tongue.
Excellent. So just as you're getting kneel before he comes out with, and he says, kneel before the second coming of Azurai.
Great. Do we do a contest of intimidate or?
No, you do a roll for initiative, please.
Okay. Oh, crit.
Excellent. Oh, that's awesome.
That's my line.
All right, Elliot, you're going to go first, and you can get a bonus action, or you can have combat advantage against your first target.
I already do, so I'm going to go for a bonus action.
Perfect.
I'm going to...
And you know what? I'm going to say take a bump point, too, for
Sick.
that kneel before the second coming of Azrai.
Jinx. Okay, I'm going to see if this will work and try and get my snake guys to attack these minions.
All right. Let's see here. Yeah, make a convincement. So
I'm gonna go for
diplomacy.
I'm gonna go for diplomacy.
All right, let's hear.
And
it.
I'm gonna use my mob mentality of like the weirdness of these guys, in this temple, clearly like unopposed and shouting parcel tongue.
Okay.
To boost this by 2.
Okay.
So that's a 20.
Excellent. Yes. The 2 big constrictor snakes definitely scuttle right across the bridge, and they are going to go and constrict on those 2 guys.
And for this guy, I'll do a Sly Flourish.
All right.
That's a 19 versus AC.
That's unfortunately not a hit.
Yeah. Okay, and you said I get... Oh, I did 2 standards. Okay, that's it for me.
All right. This guy is going to move to here, and he's also going to shout in the parcel tongue to the snake creatures, which look a little bit confused. And I'm going to say that this one releases its target, but this one is still listening to you and constricts. And you can hear bones snap as that guy gets crushed from the constriction of the snake. Jack, your turn.
Did we understand what Elliot said?
No. It sounded like...
Okay.
Kasaki Karaki.
Okay.
Lots of hard C's and S-y sounds, and everything is breathed out from the back of the throat when he speaks.
So I'm going to attack the guy in front of me.
Excellent. Bull charge. So because you guys didn't take a short rest, you all get another action point. So some of you will have 2, and some of you... I think Jack's the only one who actually spent an action point, so you'll get 1 back, Jack.
That's versus AC. I assume that hits.
29 hits, yes.
Shit. Oh.
And he is now knocked prone.
Nice.
He is knocked the fuck out.
Or drowned in water.
Yeah.
Whatevs.
You come forward with your axe and just obliterate that guy.
No, that was my horns.
Oh, even better. Yeah, you come forward with your horns and goring toss him into the water, which schlorps and blorbles as he goes into it. And actually, Jack, make a perception check for me, please.
Sorry, I gotta find my perception again.
Go. Yeah, you toss him into the water. Bunch of little,
Exciting.
little frogs kind of scatter out of the way. Hatim, your turn. Seth, are you there, buddy? Oh, he is a BRB. Sorry, I missed that. Vince, your turn. Stop right there, please, Vince.
Okay.
So when Vince gets to right there, a gigantic crocodile emerges from the comes up out of the water like that crazy beast in Resident Evil 4 that snatches you off the dock and attempts to do that very thing. Take a big chomp out of Vince and quite possibly pull him off the dock, pull her off the dock. 23 versus your AC, Vince.
Oh, yeah.
14 points of damage, and you are now grappled. So you are in this creature's mouth.
Bloodied, too.
Bloodied, too. Okay, I'm going to say that then with that bloodied, the crocodile... which also, I should say, this crocodile is unlike most normal crocodiles you see. This crocodile is covered with plant life growths, so it's almost like dreadlocks coming off of this Rasta crocodile. Little flowers growing hither and yon around it. Vince, you get a better idea that this might be a creature of the Fae.
Oh.
So yes, it will spend its action point then to swallow
Shit.
versus your fortitude, Vince. 25 versus your fortitude.
That's a hit.
The crocodile leapt up out of the water, chomped down on Vince, did a sweeping motion with its head, and did a like that. Got a better grip on Vince, pulled it down into its gullet, and then slips beneath the surface of the water again.
Can I use an action point to teleport out?
Yes.
Awesome.
It's technically it's your turn now, Vince. Right? That was its
Oh,
bonus action.
then that would be my second move then.
Okay. Excellent.
Can I teleport, like, back here?
Yes, you can.
All right.
Just a second. You might take some damage when you are swallowed. No, only at the start of your turn when you're swallowed you take.
Can I try holding on to a bunch of his guts while I teleport?
No, you don't have the wherewithal to do that. I'm going to say that you actually, in getting snapped up and everything too, you dropped your trident here on the boardwalk.
Well, it's been a good run.
Is that it? See you guys.
Wait.
Vince is
Yeah.
going back to town.
Yeah, lost my trident.
Wait, where's the trident?
Right where the yellow X is.
Oh. Gotcha.
Oh, I should take another screenshot.
Jack can get to it.
Yeah, grab that for me.
Maybe. I got another bump point I got to work on.
Oh boy.
Are you going to lie down or close your eyes or something?
Oh god.
No, it's the one where you got to toss a weapon back and forth.
Oh, so if you throw it to Vince and then Vince throws it back to you, that counts?
No, I'm going to toss him mine.
Oh.
Christ.
Okay.
Don't throw stuff at me, Jack.
It is actually the crocodile's turn. So being robbed of its snack, it turns and Jack is within range. So it is now going
And it's a cow.
yeah, it's natural prey. It is going to snap at Jack and try and grab hold of you. 20 versus your AC, Jack.
That ties.
Oh,
Oh,
unfortunately,
shit.
crocodiles don't have bump points. So you're able to just jump out of the way in time as the gigantic snapping maw of this creature tries to get to you, but doesn't do so. All right. Elliot, the cultist guy facing you, produces a... what kind of weapon does this guy have? A greatsword, just like the other ones. And he's
Shit.
going to attack at you. 7, 8... no, it's only 11, 14... 24 versus your AC.
That's a hit.
5 points of damage. And he hits you with this thingy here. And it does a secondary attack. Oh, that's really good. 28 versus your fortitude.
That's a hit.
You are poisoned. This time it's only ongoing 2 ongoing poison damage.
Okay.
I'll keep track of that for you. Was this applied by PC? No. Excellent. All right. Now the other ones, they are not going anywhere near that water because the crocodile emerged. But these guys on the far sides will produce crossbows, and 2 of them are going to shoot at Jack. That is a 16 versus your AC and a 29 versus your AC.
16 misses, the 29 hits.
6 points of damage. And the last one's going to shoot at Elliot. 15 versus your AC.
That's a miss.
Murgatroyd, your turn, sir.
Is there much of a gap between like the ground and that little bridge thing, like where the crocodile is?
No, it's mostly floating on the surface of the water. But it looks like the crocodile could swim underneath it if it wanted to.
Okay. I just got a new move called Comet Fall Charge, so I want to run and jump and try to charge him with my Comet Fall Charge,
Yes.
and like try to maybe land on its head and smash my hammer on him.
I like it. If you hit, you get a bump point. Oh, you hit.
Is it 29 versus AC?
Nice.
You hit. Excellent. So get a bump point for that, Murgatroyd. As Murgatroyd jumps into the air, wielding diplomacy and freshly buffed by regaining the honor of his clan. It was probably even at that party the night before that you were talking to one of your uncles or your father about this maneuver you've been working on, where you jump into the air and fall like a comet, driving diplomacy into the skulls of your enemy. And they're like, "Yeah, that's awesome. You should totally do that."
I have to be like, I totally did it. It does 33 damage.
Does it ever? Wow.
Jesus.
The crack of this thing's skull, and it roars up, trying to buck you off. But you've found purges. The crocodile is large enough that you can stand on its back with ease.
We got like 2 action points now, don't we?
Yep.
I guess I'll smack it with a reaping strike.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh,
That's terrible.
Bummer.
you gonna use one of your bump points?
No.
All right, Murgatroyd, you slip off the back of the gator, falling into the water. Make a strength check at DC 18 to swim. Oh, fuck yeah, nailed that shit. You're able to you just whip diplomacy over and catch diplomacy on the edge of the floating bridge to keep yourself from sinking underneath. So you've gone in about up to your armpits, but you've kept your face out of the water.
All right, I guess I'll use my second action point. Can I hop back on him?
Yes. Make an athletics check at DC 16.
Wrestle the gator! Wrestle the gator!
Oh, unfortunately.
I'll use a bump.
Okay, you use a bump point. You switch diplomacy from resting on the edge of the thing, flicking it over the top of the gator, catching it in some of the vines and reeds. You're able to pull yourself back up onto the back of the giant Feymire crocodile. Feymire crocodile. Excellent. Elliot, your turn. You chant, take 2 points of poison damage, and then say, wrestle the gator, wrestle the gator.
Yeah. Riposte. That's a 18 versus AC. That's probably not a hit.
No, these creatures, these men that have made themselves in the image of snakes move with a unnatural grace, and he's able to sidestep the slicing action of your bloodsteel dagger.
I'm going to shift. If I shift down here, is that difficult terrain? Like I can't shift into that?
That looks like the edge of something, and if you shift into there, you're uncertain at how deep that water is.
Okay, I'm going to shift up to here then. And I'll neck a potion for a minor.
Excellent. What do you tell the snake that's still listening to you to do?
I say, protect your master. Yeah, and that's it. Do you want a diplomacy?
Nope. This one is got. It's listening to you until otherwise. So in that case, it lunges out to bite the snake tongue initiate, but unfortunately it misses. Save versus the ongoing poison, please, Elliot.
Nice.
You have successfully saved. All right. All right, this guy up here, he yells out a curse in parcel tongue, which you understand, Elliot. The rest of you don't. He essentially calls Jack a piece of meat, a less than worthless thing. And rearing back his hand with a flick of his wrist, a orange crackle of energy lashes out like a whip to strike at Jack. Does a 17 hit your will, Jack?
Nope.
All right, the whip, energy whip crackles across Jack's skin, but Jack's resolve is too strong, and you turn to glare at this unholy abomination up there, safely protected by the Raven Queen. Jack, your turn.
Punk's gonna get it now. Hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? He's unimportant. I'm going to ignore him. I'm going to turn around. I'm going to grab the trident, and I'm going to toss it back to Vince.
All right, Vince. Make a dexterity check, DC 10, to catch that trident.
I'm sending it handle first so that, it's not going to stab him.
Copy. Perfect. Yeah, Vince, you step forward and reach out your hands and catch the trident as it comes to you broadside.
I should have threw it the other way, because maybe it would have counted as a ranged attack. For 1 point.
Anyways, and then I'm going to attack... I'm going to blast the... I'm going to blast the alligator crocodile.
Now, just metagame-wise, for Jack to get his bump point, Vince, you have to throw the trident back, and he has to successfully catch it. And then Jack can get that bump point.
Okay.
Blast away, Jack.
That's versus reflex. That's the astral seal.
That is unfortunately not a hit. You try and find purchase on this creature, but it is protected by its own strange magics.
Lovely.
The astral seal does not mark it.
And I think that's it.
Hatim, your turn, if you're back yet.
Yeah, I'm back. I am back.
You may take note that Murgatroyd is riding a crocodile.
So is that crocodile, like, does it only snap what's right in front of it, or how does that work?
It's got a tail.
It's got a tail, and it's got reach. So it can snap anything from this square to this square.
So if I move from the square that's the furthest square away from it to the square beside it, like if I move from this square to this square, then I get an opportunity attack?
Yeah. Yep, you do. In order to close on this creature, because it's got reach on that bite, you're going to get an opportunity attack.
If I peek my head out the door, what's on the ceiling? Is there any loose rocks?
The ceiling is covered with moss and mold and fungus and vines. You think maybe you could try climbing it, but you have no idea what will take your weight and what will just collapse. It's
Indiana
also
Jones.
15 feet up.
Indiana Jones, the vines.
It's 15 feet up?
It's 15 feet up, yeah. So you'd have to stick your head out the door and kind of climb up the side of the wall to get to the ceiling before you could monkey bars your way across to the island.
Are there any, like, pillars or anything?
Nope, there are no pillars. Oh, I forgot. So on the leader's turn, he tells the snake to attack the other snake. So the two snakes are now wrestling.
No!
If I run out the door and jump off the bridge right here, can I try and jump to this place right here?
Yes, you can.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna, like, take a run for it and jump all the way over there.
All right. Make an athletics check, and you have got 2 squares of run up, so you're going to divide by 5.
Divide by 5.
Yeah.
So if you
How
get
much?
20, jump 4.
And you need to get higher than 3 in order to make it without going in the water.
Oh, for my move, you mean?
Yeah. In order to
Oh, okay.
in
I
order
thought
to
you meant
figure out-
as a... thought you meant the result would be divided by 5 for...
Yeah, it is. To get your jumping distance, you make an athletics check and divide the result by 5, and that's how many squares you can jump.
Oh, okay, that's good to know. At first, I meant that, like... At first, I thought you meant, like, if I got a 20 and the DC was 10, 20 divided by 5 is 4, so I'd fail by 6.
No.
Okay,
Excellent. Nailed it. Yes, you can leap all the way over to beside Jack there, and you take off from a square that's just outside the crocodile's reach, so it can't opportunity attack you. Actually, you rolled enough that you can go one more square if you want.
and that's like completely dry land, right?
Yep.
Cool. And that's where I'll move then.
Tim surprises you all by gracefully floating through the air, his white, but now slightly stained brown around the bottom of the edge cloak flapping as he leaps grand jeté ballerina style to land safely on this rocky island. That was just your move. You still have a standard action if you want one.
Yeah, I don't really... So it's like this little island thing is really small, eh?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll take my move again and move just up to the other side of the island.
Okie dokie. You move past the wrestling snakes. It's an impressive display considering the size and bulk of these creatures. Every time one of them flips the other one over and thumps the ground, you feel it shake a little bit and the mud squelches and splorts out underneath them. And they're writhing snake pile. Vince, your turn.
So he handed me his weapon, right?
No, he threw you the trident.
Oh. I gotta throw it back?
If you want to help
you
Jack
don't gotta
get that
do
bump
anything.
point. Yeah, you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, I don't really know I can't say that Vinz really knows what's going on. That it's predetermined to throw it back at him. Why would Vinz do that?
Yeah, I was just saying that in case Jack actually wanted to verbalize, throw it back to me.
Or
Did you say that?
no, I didn't. Or maybe you could say, "Sit you there, stab him with it to toss it back." I don't know.
That's a good call. Oh, yeah, I'll be like, I'm not going back over there. And I'll whip the trident at
All
Jack.
right, Jack, make a dexterity check, DC 10.
Oh, I hope I roll a 10 or 11. No half level, right?
No, yeah, it's Dex mod plus half level.
Okay.
Oh,
All right, Jack reaches out his hands, but
Question:
yes.
If that is bumped and it ties, do I catch it?
Yes. But do you want to spend a bump point to get a bump point?
I kind
and
of want
not
to
lose the trident, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to lose the trident, and I don't mind the idea of losing this bump point goal.
Excellent. So, Jack, almost without thinking, instead of letting go of his axe, reaches out with his shield hand to catch the trident, only it's puffy and all swollen. So the trident bumps into it, and before you can close your fingers, it flips out of your grasp, spinning through the air. The tines kind of bounce off the ground, and it flips like a drumstick, heading towards the water. But through sheer determination, Jack reaches out again with the same swollen hand and grabs a hold of the shaft before it can end up in the water. Bump point spent and bump point received.
Hit him with it.
Huzzah! Yeah, I'm totally going to stab the gator.
All right, it's unfortunately
well, on my turn.
That was Vince's turn. You'll have to drop your axe if you want to use your good hand to stab it, otherwise you'll be at -5. But it's a +5 weapon. No, only for Eladrin, so you don't get the magic bonus for this weapon.
I don't have the axe anyways, right? I just got the magic spear.
Oh, that's right. So you have a spear in one hand and a trident in the other. Perfect. Vince, what else would you like to do on your turn? That was only a minor throwing that weapon to him. Vince, Mitch, do we still have you?
Oh, what was that?
That was only a minor throwing him the trident, so you still have your move in standard.
Oh, fuck yeah, I'll curse the gator. And
So that's another minor, I think. Your curse is a minor?
Yep.
Okay, so you can do a movement or a standard.
I will... Ooh. Yeah, I'll just blast him.
21 versus his reflex is unfortunately not a hit.
What?
Your magical fey energy cascades over its scaly and vine-covered hide, and you can sense that it has some type of magical protection.
Okay, that's it. I'll tell Jack again to stab it.
Beauty. Man, I love Master Plan so much. What a great program. All right, the gator...
This episode of Nine brought to you by Master Plan.
The gator, keep calling it a gator, it's a crocodile. Anyway, the crocodile is going to do what crocodiles do best and do a death roll. So it starts to whip its tail around and spin in the water. So, Murgatroyd, contest of strength to hold on to this creature as he spins.
Can I do the log jammer thing where I just kind of run on it as it's rolling?
Yes, you can. I love that idea. And if you pull it off, you can have a bump point. I'm feeling very generous with the bump points tonight. But that is going to be a acrobatics check at a pretty hard DC. So I'm going to say DC 18 acrobatics check in order to run on the back of this thing while it's spinning. That is 1. So unfortunately, Murgatroyd.
That's a no.
Murgatroyd's like, oh, I know what to do. And you turn and start to run, but you just overstep or understep. You're not sure. And you're flipped off of this creature. And you end up in the water next to it. Make a strength check at DC 18 to swim. Unfortunately, you sink below the surface. So take 1 round of breath holding. So
my blue bar currently has nothing assigned to it. Or do I have
right. Your breath holding. You can hold your breath up to your Constitution score. I think it is. That's what I was using before.
20.
Yeah, we're just gonna say that's what it is for now until I look it up. So so put a 20 in your blue bar, but take 1 off of it, so you're effectively at 19 right now. And that was the crocodile's movement to do the spin. It's going to. I guess it's going to sack its other movement to move. 1, 2, 3 to there, coming towards Hatim. All right, this guy over here is going to run away from Elliot. So, Elliot, you can get an opportunity attack against him.
All right. Just regular, right?
Yeah, basic melee.
I don't get an
21 versus AC.
Against the crocodile.
No, because you're currently drowning. Yes, Elliot, as he tries to turn away, you quickly slip your dagger into his back, piercing a major organ. He curls around the wound and flops and falls into the water, bobbing up only once before disappearing below the surface.
All right.
The two at the southern end of the room turn their crossbows on Elliot and fire. Oh my god. One of them failed and one of them got a crit fail, so his crossbow is destroyed. And the other one at the top here is going to shoot his crossbow at Jack. 17 versus your AC, Jack, I'm sure is a miss.
It is.
The guy up here, the leader type guy, is going to curse Hatim. Hatim, you feel the presence of evil creep over you as you are cursed by this creature, hissing forth terrible things that you cannot understand, but are sure that they mean bad news for you. Oh, it's not his turn. He'll do that on his turn. Murgatroyd, your go.
All right. Well, how much? I'm at the bottom, right? How deep is it?
No, you haven't reached the bottom yet. You sunk for... You're not sure. A couple of squares worth of movement anyway. So you need to make another strength check at DC 18. And I'm not sure what swim speed is either.
I'm going to try to swim
Sucks
up towards these guys over here.
Okay. No, unfortunately, you continue to sink. And you're still not sure where the bottom is yet. But lose another round of breath holding, please.
Do I move at all or just stay there?
Yeah, you move downward. I see. You're trying to swim in which direction? We'll say you make it 1 square as you sink.
Okay.
Vinz, you can swim. Switch places with him.
Yeah, I can do that.
Here we go. Swimming. Oh, swimming should be athletics checks, not strength checks. So
it would be +1. And I have a 7 athletics.
So an 18, unfortunately, is a tie. So you stay where you are.
Can I sack my standard for a move?
Yes.
Try again.
Nailed it.
Nice.
So you swim at 1/2 of your speed, but because you critted, you swim at your total speed, which is what, 5 squares?
Yeah.
And that is just enough. You're able to swim up and on an angle 1, but you break the surface. So Murgatroyd comes up and takes a breath in as he comes up out of this nasty, dark water. You guys were worried there for a second because it took him a little bit longer to surface than normal. But you've taken a breath, Murgatroyd, so put your blue circle back to your max, please. Elliot, take 2 points. Oh, did you save versus the poison?
I did.
think you did. Sorry.
I keep the tokens on me if I don't.
Okay, that's my bad. I just there we go. I must have clicked the wrong thing last time. All right, your turn, Elliot.
I'm going to use my standard to grab both the snakes and try and diplomacy like a stop fighting each other, protect your master.
These snakes are absolutely enormous. They are, like gigantic pythons. They're not the kind of snakes you can just grab with one hand.
I don't mean like pick them up. I just mean like put hands on them to try and like snap them out of the
I
like.
see what you mean. Okay, excellent. Yes, make another diplomacy check, please.
Oh, I'm going to use my heroic resolve to bump that to 21 and use my mob mentality of the... Oh, no, mob mentality encounter. I already did that. Okay. So 21 for diplomacy.
Oh, hibbly jibblies. So yes, a 17 up to a 21, you said, with your heroic resolve?
Correct.
All right, that's enough to stop the 2 snakes fighting.
Okay, and I'll use, I guess, my minor to... is that all the like diplomacy ones I can do to try and get them again to protect me in one turn?
Yeah, they're quote unquote protecting you right now.
Okay, great. Then I'm gonna use my move. Can I what I want to do is run across the back of the crocodile and jump to the far bank where the snake man is.
Excellent. So the far bank area, you see part of it is lighter gray than the other part. That lighter gray part is a full 10 feet above the water line.
So it'd be like a jump and grab onto the ledge.
If you can jump that high, yes.
Right.
The other part is only 5 feet above the water line, so it'd be easier for you to jump to there, but you're going to have to clear 1, 2, 3 squares and then 5 squares up. So you essentially need a roll of 4 squares in order to make that jump.
That should be fine. I can use my my Safeway amulet to give bonuses to my athletics. I don't know what the number is. Let me look at that. Oh, no. I can only do it for acrobatics. I couldn't do like a run and like front flip off with a alligator to make an acrobatics check, right?
You can do an acrobatics check, but it'll only give you bonuses to your athletics roll.
Ah. Well, I think that's what I'm going to do anyways.
Okay.
So it'll be like GURPS, like...
Yeah.
Fancy jump. Okay, I'm still gonna jump for the far bank, but the lower one.
All right.
Okay, so you want an acrobatics check first?
Yep. So running across a slimy gator, I'm going to say your acrobatics check is DC 18.
No problem. So, do I make it to there or here for the back of the gator?
You'll make it to there. And
if I make it.
The gator will also get an opportunity attack against you.
Awesome.
Which, if it hits, you're grabbed, so that'll stop everything.
Good.
Oh, it missed.
So 26.
26. All right. You gracefully do your, front flip or your gainer or your sideways barrel roll, whichever acrobatic move you're doing to gain a little bit of extra height and or distance. Now make your athletics check with a bonus +2 for making this acrobatics check.
This is where I crit fail.
You did. Oh my god, you did crit fail. Oh, that's embarrassing.
I'm gonna spend a bump.
Okay, good call.
Oh man, that's amazing.
So with all the extra bonuses and stuff like that, a bump is still only an 8. Which means you only manage... You flip beautifully, gracefully through the air, but only travel the distance of 1 square and end up splashing cannonball style right into the water right there.
Oh, man, that's amazing. I'm really happy that happened.
Yeah. The leader guy who's up on top of the ledge is also very happy that happened, and he laughs. Then on his turn, he curses Hatim like I wanted him to before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he I'm gonna see if that power recharged. It did. So with a flick of his wrist, he extends the orange energy whip towards Hatim this time, and he got a critical fail. So he flicks the whip, and much like an untrained whip user, snaps himself in the back of the head, dealing the psychic damage to himself.
And he falls in the water, right?
No, he does not fall in the water. Jack, your turn.
Okay. Jack's going to augment the trident, and then he's going to jump and attack the crocodile on its neck.
Okay. Yeah, you can hit him from there. The trident has reach. But you're at -5 because the trident's in your puffy swollen hand, unless you want to drop your spear.
Oh yeah, the spear would have been dropped.
Okay, excellent. I'll put a little X where your spear is.
That is versus AC.
Yes, that is a hit. What's the damage for the trident, Mitch? Just whatever weapon is, because Jack, the trident is attuned to Eladrin, so Jack doesn't get the sweet magic bonuses.
1d8.
Okay, so 1d8 plus your strength mod plus half level plus whatever your augment does, Jack.
I'm doing the War Priest strike. Did I not say that? Sorry.
You still need to roll damage for a weapon, right? With War Priest strike.
War Priest. Yes, I do, but it's twice the weapon damage.
Okay, so it's
compared
2d8.
to normal. Yeah.
Okay. I guess that's just what I was driving at. Is tridents do a d8 damage.
And that is radiant damage.
The radiant damage does not seem to have any additional effects against the Feymeyer crocodile.
Oh, and until the end of my next turn, me and my allies have combat advantage against it.
Excellent. I'll put a little blue dot on there so we remember. Hatim,
Boom!
Your turn. The crocodile is glowing slightly, as though the divine presence of the Raven Queen is directing your attacks to it more cleanly. Both Elliot and Murgatroyd have gone back into the water as though they could not get enough of the water from being in the last room.
I'm going to take my mace and try and get it right on the eyeball with word of befuddlement. So it's 19 versus will.
Oh, the will of the Feymeyer crocodile is especially strong. So you
Really?
Yes, very, very strong. You strike it with the energy of your god behind the mace, but you can sense that the mental attack cannot find purchase against this creature that has been around since the Jurassic period and is a quintessential hunter. It is very singular in its mind and it knows its purpose. It will not be befuddled.
Even with combat advantage? Or does that not apply to Will?
It doesn't get combat advantage with Elliot because Elliot is swimming.
Oh.
But with Jack just gave us all combat advantage, right?
That is true. So it would turn it from
so
a
it'd be
19 to
21.
It's still a miss.
Wow. Okay. I would have thought the opposite. That's why I did that attack, but
Its will is very high. Most of its defenses are really high, as you'll discover here as you try and hit it more.
makes sense.
Would you like to move or stay where you're at?
I'm going to shift back one, I guess.
Okay. Vince, your turn.
Actually, I'm going to get do a second wind,
Okay.
and I'm going to move over here by Jack.
Okay, second you come out on the bridge, another croc... No, I'm kidding. I'm not...
Fuck.
Yeah, I totally had you guys. All right, the Feymire crocodile will first turn to Jack, who just attacked it and struck it, and will attempt to get a bite on Jack. That is a 26 versus your AC, Jack.
Oh, that hits.
7, 8, 14 points of damage, and you are grabbed by the Feymire crocodile's mighty teeth.
That puts me solidly bloody.
Oh, puts you bloodied. Okay, in that case, it is going to do its clasping jaws, which means it sinks its teeth deeper into you. God damn, that's some good rolls. That is 33 versus your AC.
Yeah, that hits. Why'd you even ask at that point?
And it's, this is gross. 17 points of damage.
Jack is unconscious.
Oh, Jack goes limp in the mighty croc's jaws as it shakes its head back and forth. It also gets a free attack with its tail to swamp Elliot, who's swimming behind it. And that is a 26 versus your AC, Elliot.
That's a hit.
7 points of damage, and you're pushed under under the water 1. So remove 1 breath notch.
Okay.
The snake tongue initiates on the far bank over here will take 2 shots at Vince with their... Oh, no, only one of them has a crossbow, and he misses. The other one is going to go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then he'll double move. He steps off of the ledge onto a submerged ledge, which is only about 6 inches below the surface of the black water. But he has to put his back to the wall and do that kind of sideways shuffly thing that you do when you're walking across something that's super narrow. So he can only get to there. And the last one up top is going to see Murgatroyd swimming down there and shoot at Murgatroyd with his crossbow. You get CA because you are in the water. So that is a 25 versus your AC. So that doesn't hit Murgatroyd. The crossbow bolt poings off of your helmet. Murgatroyd, your turn.
How high is this ledge thing, like, by the dude?
It's about 5 feet up, but there's strong-looking vines, as though it looks like these guys, in order for them to get across, they also climb across and climb up these vines.
Okay, so I'll try to swim over to there.
All right, so swimming is an athletics check. For you, it's DC 18 because you're wearing all of your heavy armor and carrying all your kit. Oh, succeed. You swim at half of your speed. All right, so you can get to the wall now. Climbing, you can use your next movement rate to climb a uneven cave wall, slippery surface. So it's going to be an athletics check at DC 20 to climb these vines. Unfortunately, grabbing hold of these slippery vines, you're trying to get a foothold in there and everything like that, but you just can't. But you're not going to sink anymore. You can keep yourself held here. Elliot, your turn.
Oh, can I try to... Oh, sorry. I guess that was my standard, and then move.
Yeah. But you got a minor, and you can try and do something small if you want to try something.
I'll try to get a good grip.
You got a good grip. Elliot, your turn.
I want to use my standard to try and like telepathically get the 2 big anaconda ones to like come up and lift me, like come up and swim under and lift me up out of the water onto that ledge.
Okay, let me see what their speed is.
I'll swim away from the crocodile a little bit as my move. But that's what I want to do for my standard.
Yeah, so they can get to there and there. Ooh! I didn't want to move the crocodile. Anyway, yeah, the snakes swim up, and they will give you each +2 to your climb check to climb out of there. So
awesome.
Total of +4 to your
athletics.
And it's DC 20.
Can I still do that this turn as my minor? Or finish my move because I only swam I guess 1 square effectively.
Well, you have to make your swim check first, so it's an athletics check for you to swim. For you, it's only a DC 13.
Ooh, bummer.
So you just tread water. Wait a minute, you failed by 5 or more, you sink 1 square and risk suffocation by drowning. So because you're already 1 square down, you have now sunk 2 squares down and lose another pip of your breath holding.
Okay.
But the snakes kind of appear around you, and they're going to lift you up on the start of your next turn.
Okay.
All right. The evil wizardy guy does not have his grooviness back. So he is going to... He's curious to see what Elliot's going to do, so he's going to delay action until he sees what Elliot's doing. Jack, your turn.
Jack tries to regain consciousness?
Oh, yeah. Make a death save, please, Jack.
Whoa, I'm not that far gone yet.
Are you below 0?
I'm -1.
Yeah, so you have to make a death save, unfortunately. As soon as you go into the negatives, you got to start making death saves. Just roll over 10 on a d20. Ooh, 1 strike for Jack.
Why did you say what I had to roll? This is what happens.
Hatim, your turn.
I'm going to make a... I'm gonna just make a basic against this croc snout. Just see what how hard it is.
Okay. Oh, that's a 20 to hit. Unfortunately, that does not hit. Or you hit, but it doesn't seem to cause any damage.
Okay, and I will I'll back up a square. I'll shift a square.
All right, you have an action point if you'd like to sack it for another standard to say, I don't know, try and pry open the croc's mouth and get Jack out of there before it swallows him.
Oh, yeah, right. I forgot about that. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. I'll use up an action point and try and take him out of the... okay. Maybe I'll try and see if I can wedge my... stick my mace in its mouth and try and give it so it can't chomp down for a sec and then rip Jack out of there.
Classic cartoon move. I love it. Contest of strength between you and the crocodile. I got a 19. Oh, sugar. Your strength is so high. Unfortunately, the crocodile's strength is also really high. So you got your mace wedged into its mouth, so I will say that it can't chomp down further on Jack on its next turn, but you're unable to pull Jack out of its mouth. Vince, your turn.
Can I grab my trident from him?
Yes.
Does he have any potions?
Jack? I don't know. Jack, do you have any potions?
No, because Jack is poor.
Oh. What can I do to help him? Can I do a healing check or something?
Yes, you can do a heal check to stabilize him, or you can grab a fistful of cocaine and shove it into the crocodile's nose.
Oh, I like that option. So I'll do that.
Excellent. All right, so you grab a generous amount of cocaine, and as you're pulling it out of the bag, you hear Kshatri's voice in your head say, you're gonna run out. And so you let a little slip. So it's not a full fistful anymore. You let a little slip back into the bag, but you still got enough in your hand. I'm gonna take another day off the amount of cocaine. And you slam it into the nose of the crocodile, whose eyes immediately shoot open wide, and its mouth slacks open as it begins to cough and sneeze and hork. Jack rolls out of its mouth, and the crocodile backs into the water a bit. You can still do a heal check if you want to stabilize Jack as well, Vince.
Will do. Dang.
Perfect. So after Jack rolls out, Vince kind of grabs a hold of Jack and keeps rolling him onto the thing, and then she straddles the Minotaur and is like, here's a little something for the pain, and rubs the remnants of the cocaine on his hands into the various wounds around Jack's body, which immediately go numb and start to coagulate a little bit better. Jack, you put yourself at 0 health, so you're no longer negative and not dying, but you're not conscious. The Feymire crocodile is going absolutely berserk in the water. It is doing death rolls. It is spinning. It is, throwing its head back, gasping for air, and then shooting water out of its mouth and nose at the same time. Unfortunately, Elliot, you and the snakes are kind of caught in its wake there. But I rolled a critical fail on its tail swipe attack, so it actually just ends up barrel rolling some more and swallowing a little bit more water before gushing and geysering itself back up there. I'm going to say the crocodile misses its entire turn. The snake ton initiate, this guy over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's just going to charge at Hatim. So he steps out of the water and charges at Hatim. 18. Does an 18 hit your AC, Hatim?
No.
All right. So he swings his greatsword, but unfortunately misses you. Vince, there's a crossbow bolt coming your way. It hits.
Can I try to catch it?
It's a 30 versus your AC. So
Goddamn.
I'm going to say you can attempt.
Does it getting stuck in me count as catching it?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I caught it with my face.
So it's coming towards you. You can do a dexterity check. It's a hard one. So a dexterity check at DC 20. And for every point you make that dex check by, you can officially raise your AC. Sorry, that was 17?
Yeah.
For that dex. All right, so you don't grab it. You can flip at the air, but the crossbows, they move so fast. It slams into you for 6 points of damage. And Murgatroyd, the one on top of the thing, is going to shoot its crossbow again. Hey, that one got a 29 versus your AC, Murgatroyd. So 8 points of damage to max damage. The crossbow comes screaming down beside your helmet and goes right into your shoulder, into your lat muscle that runs across the back of your shoulder there. You feel its sting. Murgatroyd, your turn.
I'm going to try to climb it.
Athletics check, please. DC 20. No, unfortunately, Murgatroyd, you're having a hard time climbing up this thing. That was your...
Try to climb it again.
Standard. Okay, go ahead. There you go. You got her now. And climbing speed is... You climb at 1/2 your speed. So it's only 5 up, so yeah, you can make it up to the top.
And minor, I guess I'll pull the arrow out and look at him. I'm just going to hold the arrow in motion till like the arrow's about to go in him.
Okay. Elliot, your turn.
So I get +4 from the snakes for the climb?
Yeah. No, because you're 2 squares down. So what the snakes do on this turn is just lift you to the surface.
Okay.
So you take a breath, fill your blue bar back up to full.
And then I have to swim to the edge, right?
Correct.
Okay. So that's an athletics check?
DC 13.
Oh, thank God.
Excellent. Yes, you're able to swim half your speed, so you can make it to the edge, and then you can use your move action to climb if you want.
I do.
DC 20 on an athletics check to climb.
And I don't get the bonuses from the snakes this turn?
No, because they pulled you up from drowning.
Yeah. Oh, God.
That's Arcana that you just rolled.
Oh. I didn't roll enough to get high enough.
Oh, even
bonus.
with the bonus of the athletics? Okay.
Yeah, no.
Jack.
No,
you're still unconscious. Hatim.
Okay, then if this guy is charging me, I'm going to make an attack against him instead.
That's a hit.
And max damage.
You whip
14.
your mace around, clock it into the side of his head, and you can hear the cracking sound of the bone of his skull crunching and driving deep into his cerebellum, which causes him to go limp and ragdoll in death before he hits the floor. You can move if you'd like.
Yeah, shift back just in case.
Okie doke. Vince, your turn.
I'm going to shoot a... Actually, No, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll just Eldritch Blast the guy by Murgatroyd. Womp, womp.
Yes, a 13 unfortunately does not hit his reflex, and once again, Vince's Eldritch Blast fails to find contact. The Feymire crocodile bursts to the surface in an absolute fury, which you guys now recognize through your observation through Vince as a cocaine frenzy. And leaps up onto the ground to attack Hatim. And this is going to be gross. 28 versus your AC.
Yeah.
Vince, you hear Kashatri's voice in the back of your head say, "Ooh, that is the most metal thing I have ever seen." 19 points of damage as the crocodile chomps down on you, Hatim, and you are now held in its jaws.
Yikes.
And Elliot's snake is within... No, it's going to ignore the snakes. So, Murgatroyd, your turn.
Can I jam the arrow into the guy?
Yes, you can. Basic melee attack.
I'm assuming it's not a magic arrow, so I wouldn't get my +2 bonus.
No, it's not a magic arrow. 21 will hit, though. So you pull the arrow to yourself, look at him, look at the arrow, look at him, and then stick it right into his eye. He screams and grabs a hold of it and goes like, "Oh, God!" and falls over backwards into the swirling, splashing, broiling water. That's pretty badass. Take a bump point.
They'll move right beside this guy.
Okay. Oh, you're underneath him, though, right? Because this area, this lighter gray, is 5 feet up. So you have to go up the ladder to get to him.
No, stay there. We'll do the move.
Okay, yeah, I'll go here and I'll, I guess, minor action, wait for Elliot to try to help him up.
All right, excellent.
Oh, no, we'll do the move. It'll be great. Hold that. It'll be awesome.
I'll hold to flick him up there.
Yeah.
Excellent. Elliot, your turn.
Okay, so now I can athletics with the snake's help to get up on this thing?
You sure can.
Oh, thank God. So with the snakes, that puts me at 21.
Excellent. Yeah, the snakes give you a boost. You get one hand on the top of the ledge. You step onto the ledge, and you leap. It's only half your. You climb at half your moves, right? So you use 1, 2, and you still have technically 4 squares of movement left. So if you want to transfer that movement and momentum into leaping up onto Murgatroyd's waiting shield, you can do the move from there.
Oh, okay. I was hoping to do like an acrobatic attack on this snake guy from here. So like take a step back and then run forward, jump off the shield, and attack him in midair.
That you'll have to wait for your next turn to do.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you get, 6 squares of movement?
Yeah, so I mean, 1, 2,
3, 4,
5, 6.
Yeah, I guess that's enough to charge up. If Murgatroyd successfully pulls off the move.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm fine with waiting. I just thought I did my math right.
No, it's fine. Let her rip.
Okay.
I like it.
Okay, so
that's an acrobatics check from you, Elliot, at DC 16, and an athletics check.
Oh shit!
Oh man, this is going to be a friggin' heartbreaker. Go ahead, Murgatroyd. Make your athletics check. Now he critted, so I'm going to say that you guys pull it off together perfectly. Unfortunately, the guy had a held action.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
So as you're leaping up, you bounce off of the shield, you get 1 foot on there, you're coming up with the dagger in perfect formation. He lets loose with his attack, which if he misses you, I'm going to say your attack still gets to go through. But this is a burst attack, so he's going to target you and Murgatroyd. So the first one... Oh, just a second, there's a knock at the door. Suspense.
Yeah. Probably us being too loud.
I am being too loud.
I know it.
I'm just excited.
Yeah, us too. This is awesome.
All right, so you jump in the air, and this is Elliot versus... Oh, God, that's unfortunate. So that's a 32 versus your reflex, Elliot.
That's a miss.
And for Murgatroyd, it's a critical success against Murgatroyd.
Oh, Jesus.
So you get 1 foot on Murgatroyd's shield. You're about to leap up. The point of your blood steel dagger hungry to find its purchase. And this guy flashes both his palms towards you in like a Heihachi quick attack from Tekken, and coils of green and purple energy cascade forth from his hands, pinning you both to the ground.
The ground.
Yeah, so you're going to jump up. The coils get out, grab you, and you're both restrained. Save ends.
So like to here?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Murgatroyd. Can I spend an action point to try and save, or does that have to wait until next turn?
There's no, you can only save at the end. I guess this is the end of your turn, so you can try and save against it.
Do I have to spend the action point for it?
No. Excellent. You save.
Okay.
Jack, your turn.
Jack remains prone.
Oh, sorry. Yes, you're unconscious. I'm just going to take you out of initiative here.
Question.
Yes?
Would this count as being prone for 3 rounds?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes!
Tim, your turn.
That's another bump point.
Is this level of volume good?
Oh, right. So I'm grappled, right?
Yes, you're in its mouth. So you can't move unless you escape the grapple, but you can attack it. But only if you're wielding a light blade, so you actually can't attack it with your mace, but you can punch it if you want.
Where does it have me? Does it have me on my like chest or something, or?
Yeah, it's got you by one leg and your stomach.
Okay. Can I like reach in its mouth and like rip out its tongue?
You can sure try. All right. I'm gonna say that's gonna be like a contest of strength versus you and the creature. Ooh, I got really good. I got a 23. Unfortunately, you get in there, you grab a hold of its tongue, and you're yanking, but the sheer power of this beast is enormous. You can't quite get a good yank on its tongue enough to cause it damage. Would you like to use your movement rate to try and escape?
Yeah, sure.
Move action, I mean. All right, it's an acrobatics or an athletics check. Excellent. I'm pretty sure that one gets past either. Oh, no, wait. Was that an athletics or an acrobatics?
Athletics.
Athletics is versus fortitude, and that is a tie. So you'll need to bump that if you want to escape.
No, I don't have any bump points. I'll leave it.
All right. Vince, your turn. You see Hatim struggling, like veins standing out on his arms, flexing all of his muscle to try and fight this creature, but the jaw strength of this crocodile must just be amazing.
I'll slap another handful of coke in its nose.
All right, you slap another handful of coke in its nose, and you hear Kashari's voice say, "Yeah, that's the good idea." Once again, it sneezes and coughs out Hatim, and the crocodile moves back into the water as it thrashes and flashes. But Hatim, you're free.
Yay.
Yeah, so that was your move and minor, Vince, I guess. You can do a standard if you want.
Can I reach the croc from here?
Yes.
It's kind of nice where. I'm going to curse him first.
He's already cursed by you, I believe.
Double curse.
24 versus AC is a miss.
Oh.
You bash away with your trident, but it ricochets off his thick, leathery hide.
Okay.
The crocodile, completely berserkoid raged now by the extra scoop of cocaine, leaps to attack Vince. It doesn't get any additional bonus. It's already got the +5s, so that is 40 versus your AC.
It's a tie. Yeah, that hit.
So 12, 18 points of damage.
I'm at 0 HP.
Exactly 0? Okay, so you fall unconscious in its mouth. But because it is freaking out from the cocaine and everything like that, I rolled a fortitude check on it, so it bites you, but then just keeps like flapping its mouth open and closed. So Vince's unconscious body just kind of rolls out and flops onto the ground right here in front of it. All right, the last remaining guy over here, he's going to aim his crossbow at him and fire, but the crossbow bolt clacks against the wall ineffectually. Murgatroyd, your turn. When you are restrained, you grant combat advantage. You cannot move, and you're at -2 to your attacks.
I can't hit him from here?
No, he's up too high.
Is magic holding me?
Yes.
You're like, damn it. I hate magic. I'll sit there and disbelieve and do total defense.
All right, make your saving throw.
Is Murgatroyd prone?
Yes.
I guess I'll stand up.
Can you still...
No, you have to save at the end of your turn, so you don't get a chance to stand up until your next turn.
Okay.
So,
Can you ready the move?
No, because...
he's immobilized.
All right, the guy, the evil, snaky guy up top here, kind of cackles down at Elliot now, and he flicks his wrist to release that orange lash of psychic energy. 19 versus your will, Elliot.
That's a hit.
8 points of psychic damage, and you crackle with orange psychic energy and grant this guy and all of his allies combat advantage till the end of its next turn. Your turn, Elliot.
Okay. I'm gonna grab a potion and throw it to Hatim's the only one still awake, right?
Correct.
I'm gonna throw it to Hatim.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so that's 6 squares. So that's going to be a dexterity check at DC 16 for you to catch that.
For him to catch it?
Yeah.
Okay. Hatim, are you going to be able to do that? Hatim, can you catch this?
My dex is 0, so I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well,
apparently Hatim's a dude.
All right. Well, let's try it. So this is a standard, John?
No, it's a minor for you to fling it and a minor for him to catch it. So make a dex check at him and get over 16.
Can I help him by throwing it real good?
Yeah. If you also make a dex check at 16, you can give him +2. Excellent. So go ahead and make a +2 as Elliot gently underarm lobs it right to you.
Oh,
excellent!
Shit.
Nice. Tim catches it like playing toss the egg, right? You accept it gently and you catch the healing potion. Now, which one do you give it to? That'll be it's on your turn. You can decide.
Right.
Elliot's still got the rest of his turn here.
Yeah. Give it to whoever can heal the other one. I'm gonna mark it off. Okay. And move. I climb at half my move speed.
Up a ladder. Yeah. And there's no check to climb a ladder.
So it takes 2 to climb up that?
Yes.
Do I get an opportunity attack?
Yes. He misses.
Okay. I will spend an action.
Sorry, for the record, he rolled a 2 if someone wants to bump that down to a crit fail.
He rolled a 2. I'll bump it down.
Okay, you bump it down to a crit fail. Oh, excellent. He swings his poison-coated scimitar, curved dagger-type weapon at you, Elliot. But in his haste to whip it around, he loses control of it, and it falls into the water with a plop.
Damn, I would have
Did it look magical?
No, it did not look magical. It just looked coated in poison.
Oh, okay. Am I adjacent to him? Is he like a large creature?
No, he's not. He's technically in this square.
Okay, so I'll be here.
Okay.
And I'll spend my one of my action points to easy target him.
Okay.
So that is a 16 versus AC. Unless Murgatroyd gives me combat advantage.
No, Murgatroyd's too low to give you combat advantage.
I can't jump.
No, he can't jump. You're still prone. He moves with an almost unnatural grace, and your weapon misses him.
Okay, he still grants me combat advantage, save ends.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
Let's put a little green dot on him to remember that. Tim, your turn.
Okay, with the healing potion, I'm going to give it. I'm going to put in Jack, and then move back some.
Excellent. So it's a minor action to pour that into Jack's mouth. With Jack, you snort and kind of blink your eyes. Which healing potion did you toss him, Elliot?
15 plus and status effect.
Excellent. So you put yourself up to 15 health there, Jack. And go ahead and move back at him. And you still have a standard action if you want to take it at him.
No, I'm okay. Just stay there for now.
Drag Vinz out of the way.
Oh, wait, yeah. Okay, I didn't even think about that. Can I move over one and then grab Vince and drag him down?
Drag her down, yes.
Oh, yeah, drag her down.
Yes, because of your awesome strength, you grab a hold of Vince and drag her along the floor. Go ahead and move to where you want to move, and I'll put Vince next to you.
Cool.
Jack, your turn. Your eyes flutter open, and the Raven Queen's voice is in your head saying, "Get up."
Yep. I immediately cast Healing Word on Vince, so Vince can take a Healing Surge plus 1d6 extra hit points plus...
You can roll that d6 and just let us know what all the bonuses are, Jack.
So add 10 to it. And that's a minor action. So as my standard action, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jeez. He's a little far away. The crocodile is still a threat, right?
Yes. Very much so. It's now frothing, and its eyes are twinkling, and there's crackling energy down it as this magical beast is now infused with magical cocaine.
Okay, I'm going to have to take a step back and cast Cure Light Wounds on myself instead. And that'll be it.
Okay. Vince, you sense the presence of Jack's god, who you've sensed her presence before, regaining a healing surge, spend a healing surge plus 10.
Oh, yeah. Feeling great now. My turn?
It is.
I'll run up and jam some more coke in the crock.
Yes,
like a whole bunch.
Excellent. Yes, you grab a whole handful, and you hear Kshatri's voice in your head cheer as you jam a stuffed over large fistful of cocaine in the crocodile's nose.
Save some for myself and take a blast too.
Yeah, you'd like rub your finger around your gums after you.
I think Jack has it.
I grabbed it.
Oh my god, it rolled really low. The crocodile just kind of like wigs out, and it sneezes, and a puff of the cocaine kind of goes into the air, which you immediately stick your face into and try and snort it out of the air, so, waste not, want not. And then it kind of goes into a little bit of convulsions, and you see it starting to bleed out of its nose.
Quit being hospitable and stab it.
Is that minor action, or?
Yeah.
I'll do it again then.
Okay. Grab another fistful and just jam it into the... you wait for a second as the crocodile, after one sneeze, it goes to breathe in again, and that's when you stuff another overlarge fistful. I'm just marking off on the calendar here when you're going to run out of Coke. Excellent.
This croc can party.
Oh my god, not anymore, it can't. The croc starts to go into full-on crocodile seizures. Its little feet kicking in the water, its tail sticking out straight and then going limp, its head banging up and down, its lower jaw smashing on the deck boards, which start to crack and explode all around you as its eyes are fully rolled back into its head now. It's full-on seizuring. This guy over here is freaking out, and he's going to shoot at Hatim with his crossbow. Oh my god, he is so freaked out by what's happening that he falls into the water. Murgatroyd, your turn.
Which dude fell in the water?
This guy over here. You might not be able to see him because he's out of Elliot's torchlight.
Okay. So I'm no longer immobilized, right?
No.
Alright, so I'll climb up the ladder. Now, he had already attacked Elliot or something, didn't he?
Yes.
For opportunity attacks. I'll just... Can I push him in the water to the snakes?
Yes, you can try. Make your bull rush, so it's your strength versus his fortitude. That is unfortunately not enough. You shove this guy, and it's weird. It's like... it's almost like he's got a third leg sticking out behind him, giving him extra stability.
Interesting.
Yes, interesting indeed. I'm going to say that in that thought of interesting and a third leg, he kind of rears up a little bit higher than you might have expected as his two legs morph and turn into a snake tail and reveal that he is in fact a full Yuan-ti. And at that
just one snake tail?
Gross.
Yeah, just one big snake tail. And at that, he will turn and try and... Oh, let's see if his power is regenerated. No.
I guess I'll mark him too so he doesn't beat on Elliot.
Oh, he was going to attack Elliot, but with the mark, he will now turn and bite Murgatroyd. Or attempt to bite Murgatroyd. No, he only got a 25 versus your AC. So he chomps down, but it comes away with a chunk of the leather of your armor in your where your pauldron meets your chest plate. Elliot, your turn. I lost you. So your clever riposting. A 17 versus his AC is unfortunately a miss. You stab into him, but your knife penetrates the cloak and kind of prongs against something hard as though he has got some kind of scales on his body.
20 versus AC, but that's probably still not a hit.
No, a 20 versus AC is still not a hit for this guy.
Okay. I will spend an action point and positioning strike him. Oh my god. 15 versus Will.
You try and find the purchase with your dagger, just sliding it right up along the side of him, and all you succeed in doing is slicing up the cloak, revealing that his skin is in fact covered in snake-like scales.
Wow.
Jack, your turn.
Okay. Question. Does it seem like there's a little ledge along this side?
Yes.
Like there was on that side?
Yes, you look for it now and you can see it. There is a little ledge there.
Okay. If I can, I'd like to get to here.
Yes, walking along the ledge is difficult terrain, so it'll cost you 2 squares of movement to walk through there.
I should be able to do it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast Beacon of Hope. Is the crocodile within 3 squares of me? Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah. Yes, technically it is.
This is for all enemies in the burst.
You attack each enemy individually, so we'll say that first one's against the crocodile, and it does not hit its will. Now roll again for the leader guy. That does not hit his will either.
Well, in the meantime, all allies in the burst get 5 plus 3, 8 hit points, and my heals will restore an extra 5.
Beauty. I think that's everybody but Hatim is in that burst.
Within a range of 3?
Oh,
2, 3.
5.
No, 3.
3. Sorry. So yeah, it's just Elliot and Murgatroyd then. Oh, except they're up a square, so it's actually they're up 2 squares, so it's only Elliot.
I'll take it. So I get 8 hit points.
Yep.
Thank you.
Vince, your turn.
Croc's still alive?
The crocodile is still having seizures, but the seizures are becoming weak and feeble.
Okay. I'll Eldritch Blast the dude up top by Murgatroyd, but miss.
Yeah, 13 unfortunately misses. Would you like to move or stay where you're at?
I'll stay where I am.
Okay. At your feet, the crocodile does one last spasmy lurch, and its jaws snap shut on its tongue, which is lolled out of the side of its mouth, cutting the tongue. It slowly slips beneath the surface of the dark, murky water, leaving a little scummy haze of cocaine and blood.
Nice.
Nicely done, Vince.
Yeah, take a bump point for killing a Feywild crocodile by overdose. That was awesome. Murgatroyd, your turn.
Well, now, we have silly snake feet. I'm going to need to, I guess, try it. See if I have to be charging to do this move. No, I guess I just need to be using a shield. Armored assault. That's crit fail versus fort.
Okay, Murgatroyd, please make a dexterity check, DC 13. Beauty. All right, you step forward to assault him, leaning into the shield blow, and he moved aside. You lose your footing and step as though you're about to fly off the edge into the water where the snakes are, but catch yourself and redirect your fall to the lower ledge.
I'm so glad that
I
it
fell
didn't
on
hit
my
me.
shield.
All right, it's this guy's turn. So he is going to turn. I'm going to leave him like that because that way it still looks like he's in that square. But he is facing Elliot, and he kind of narrows his eyes a bit and then widens them. And he says in clumsy Anurian, no, he's going to speak in the parcel tongue to you, Elliot.
Yeah.
He says, Azarai will reclaim your blood tonight and that of your friends, and kind of indicates towards Murgatroyd. And he fails to bite you.
Murgatroyd doesn't have fancy blood anymore.
You're still blooded, but you don't have the blood powers. So you have... how it works is you have a certain percentage of the god's blood in you, and right now you have 1%. Right? When you get to a certain level of percentage, the powers kick in and start working.
It's like alcohol.
Yeah.
Anything till 5%, it's just may as well be nothing.
Yeah. Elliot, your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna, in parcel tongue, shout, I am Azrai. And riposte strike him for 21 versus AC.
He is incredibly slippery and difficult
Damn
to
it.
hit. 21 versus AC is a miss. Hatim, your turn.
How much was the Jack's healing again?
You're not in range to get the healing from Jack's thing.
Oh, okay. Must have missed that. I guess I'll run up and try and swim. Now that the croc is gone.
Along that wall is a little ledge. The ledge is maybe only 1.5 to 2 feet wide, but you can scoot along it. It is, however, difficult terrain. So moving along that ledge, it's two movements to move 1 square.
Is entering difficult terrain? Does it cost 2 squares?
No. So it's 1 square to get where you are, but to leave that square is going to take 2.
Okay, cool. And I'll stay there, I guess.
Okay. Don't have any ranged attacks, huh?
No, I don't.
Jack, your turn.
Jack is going to cast Astral Seal on Mr. Ineffective Cursing.
That is a
That's
hit.
versus Reflex.
Yep, that's a hit. So you lower his AC by 2.
all of his defenses.
All of his defenses by 2. Excellent.
And the next person to hit him will get an extra 7 health.
Beauty. Vince, your turn.
I'll biff another blast at him. Oh, nice.
Nice. That hits. Get your HP from Jack.
How much was it? Oh, dang. 14 damage, too.
7.
Excellent.
Oh, no. 12. I forgot. All my healing now does 5 more.
Oh, I'm feeling great.
All right. That guy climbs up out of the water over there and draws his great sword and looks at Hatim. Murgatroyd, your turn. Oh, sorry. He looks at Vince. Vince is closer than Hatim.
So am I knocked over, or did I just fall?
No, you just fell. You're on your feet. Falling was punishment enough.
All right, I'll run back up and get attacked, I guess.
Again.
No, you won't. Yeah, because as you run up, he goes to attack you, and he falls off the ledge.
Sweet. I'll jump down onto him.
Some
I'll see if I got anything fancy.
Can you combat fall and encounter? Or?
That's my new daily.
Oh.
So it's already been fancy. No, I don't have anything fancy, so I just reaping strike on his face. 30.
Yeah, that is a hit.
And then I guess I'll maybe roll to the side.
Beauty. Murgatroyd leaping through the air. And Elliot's like, hey, that's my move. Smacking this guy in the face and rolling to the ground.
I don't know. At Comet Fall, jumping is now Murgatroyd's for sure.
All right. It is, however, the snake guy's turn, and he will turn and bite at Murgatroyd. Oh, that is quite possibly a hit. 33 versus your AC, Murgatroyd.
That'll hit.
And that is 10 points of damage plus ongoing poison damage.
That's okay. I'm still mildly poison resistant.
Beauty. Elliot, your turn.
I'm gonna pull a Murgatroyd. Jump in. Do I get to make a powered attack or just a regular?
It's not high enough to get any bonuses. You're essentially stepping off here to the level of his head.
Cool. Slight flourish.
Go ahead.
Oh my god, crit fail.
I
will bump that.
Okay, good call. In that case, just put yourself down there next to Murgatroyd.
Christ almighty. I haven't rolled above a 10 for 8 turns.
Nothing? Hatim, your turn.
I'm going to move 1 square and just look frightfully over to the big guy there.
Okay. Jack, your turn.
Oh,
hang on a second before we go. Hatim, because all you did was move, you still have a standard action left if you want to use your second wind to use a healing surge. Your health is looking a little low.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead, Jack.
I don't really have line of sight to him, do I?
You do, but he's got partial concealment, so you'll be at -2.
Well, that's offset by the 2 I already gave him, so I might as well try again. Versus reflex.
14 is not a hit, unfortunately. The blocked line of sight is what you're going to blame it on.
Okay, and Tim, are you trying to get past me?
Yeah.
Well, Jack's gonna jump in the water and get back over to here.
Okay, excellent. Vince, your turn.
More of the same. Those snakes aren't baddies, right?
They're friendly.
Okay, I'll curse the dude. Damn.
That's a hit.
Double 27.
Nice.
12 damage.
Nice. Vince's purple fey fire crackles forth and burns the snake man, who hisses an insult. And then this guy over here yells out the name Azurai and charges Vince from behind.
Can I be spooked because I really didn't know he was there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent. In that case, it's a hit. Take 5 points of damage. And then against your... Oh, no. Crit fail on the poison thing, so the poison does not affect you for the rest of the encounter. You know what? I'm going to say going swimming washed all the poison off his blade. Murgatroyd, take 10 points of ongoing poison damage.
Before I take the damage, I've got a move called Walk It Off. Your turn starts. If you have ongoing damage, make a saving throw against the damage before you take any damage.
Excellent.
And I have, being a dwarf, the extra 5 to my poison resist.
All right.
Of course, that doesn't help.
No, unfortunately, you still fail. So take 10 points of ongoing poison damage. You've never felt this before, Murgatroyd. You actually...
Like, what is this poison stuff? This sucks.
But then you can take your turn.
Alright, I guess I'll shift here. Can I be in the same square as the ladder?
Yeah, the ladder is a little more straight up and down.
Okay, cool. And I'll Reaping Strike and mark him.
Okay. That is a hit.
13.
And he's remarked. All right, Diplomacy slams into the body of this snake creature, which is strange. It doesn't have the same kind of impact. You're used to hitting mammals and skin and flesh. You're not used to hitting these snake creatures. Their musculature under the skin must be different.
Is it still satisfying?
It's pretty satisfying. Make a saving throw, Murgatroyd, at the end of your turn for the poison. There you go, buddy. All right. The snaky guy is going to shift, and he can shift 2 squares. So he's going to he's going to shift over to there, and even with the minuses, he's still going to attempt to bite Elliot. Oh god, I rolled really bad. So he does not get the attack. Oh, does he have superpowers? No, and no, he doesn't get his magic powers back yet. Elliot, your turn.
Okay. This time, I reassess my strategy. Gonna act all snaky-like and bait and switch. 22 versus AC, is that a hit?
Will?
Oh, sorry, 22 versus Will, yeah. Probably not.
No, unfortunately it is not.
Merd.
His will is pretty high. That's
Well,
unfortunate that the astral seal didn't connect there. Otherwise, you would have been much closer.
I will shift.
Tim, your turn.
Can I reach that higher bit from this ledge?
You can. In fact, when you're standing on this ledge, you can see that the vines and stuff right here are much easier to climb than where these guys were trying to climb over here. All right, make an athletics check to climb at DC 13. Yeah, the vines are dry and you can find easier footholds. You easily climb up to the top there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But that's as far as you can move. Oh, unless you double move, in which case you have 4 more squares of movement.
Yeah, I'll double move, may as well. I'll move down to the ladder.
Perfect. Jack, your turn.
And I'm going to attack the guy in front of me.
Nice one. Jack maneuvers himself around behind the cultist that is attacking Vince. However, even with the combat advantage, he fails to score a hit with his spear. Vince, your turn.
Still can't believe this guy spaghettied me. I'll curse him. Theoretically, the other guy shouldn't be cursed because this guy was close.
He wasn't at the time. He was all the way over on the other side of the room.
25 versus AC?
Yeah, that hits. Vince backhand swings the trident across this guy's chest, snapping ribs and cutting through bone and muscle. He drops at Jack's feet. Murgatroyd, your turn.
Doesn't Vince get to teleport because he murdered a guy?
Oh, I do.
You do. That's up a square, too. There you go. That's down a square. Better.
Do we get the friend bonus for being beside Vince?
Yes, you can.
Alright, I'll Reaping Strike the guy. Oh, Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Please make a secondary attack roll against Elliot.
If you crit success.
Without the friend bonus.
That does not hit my AC.
Excellent, Elliot. You see it coming and are able to get your head out of the way as diplomacy whistles past your ear.
I've been here before.
I was like, wait a minute, that's not the move.
And I'm glad you rolled low.
Is that it for you, Murgatroyd?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I'll keep him marked and stuff.
Sure.
And he'll take three huge damage.
Excellent. Oh yeah, he'll take the 3 damage. He is going to shift to there. Oh, that 3 damage from that Reaping Strike wasn't enough to bloody him, though. So even though the attack almost hit Elliot, it grazed the snake creature enough to crack the thick, leathery hide across its torso region, and the blood flows. It, however, steps back now, and because there's so many lovely targets within its range, it is going to do its coils of despair. So it flashes both of its palms towards you all, and we'll start with Elliot. For 17 versus your reflex.
That's a tie.
Oh, and he crit failed against Murgatroyd, so his power fails to attack anybody. Elliot, your turn.
Ship. And Sly Flourish, let's finish this. Oh, God. 18 versus AC.
Still not enough. His movements are bizarre and weird. It's difficult to pin him down. Hatim, your turn.
How much to go down the ladder?
It's nothing. It's a smooth transition up and down a ladder.
Yeah, I'll go down the ladder and go around Murgatroyd and make a attack him with my mace.
Nice. 29 is a hit.
Yes.
And 11 points of damage.
Excellent. Hatim steps forward and is like, let me show you how to do this, ladies. Cracks the snake creature in the head. Jack, your turn.
I need a measurement here.
It's because Murgatroyd and I haven't hit this guy once in the past 8 turns.
I can get to there, and that's about it. I'm done.
You can throw your spear.
I can throw myself in the water.
Hey, whichever one you want to do, man.
I throw myself into the water.
Okay, perfect.
And attempt to get to the other side.
All right, Vince, your turn.
Gonna charge him.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a hit.
Low damage.
Still decent. All right, the creature, a little bit of panic crosses his eyes as it sees that it is now pinned in a corner. But it girds itself and says, I will soon be with Azurai. Murgatroyd.
Did I have more than one action point?
Yes.
Or just, okay. I think I used the first one to teleport out of the jaws.
Yes.
I'll use the second one now.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
15 point.
Yeah, Vince pulls the trident out and then just jabs it right back in again, sticking it in good and deep. Murgatroyd, your turn.
Just be like, come on, guys. And I'll hold action for someone to move out of the way so I can hit it.
All right, it's the creature's turn. Because he is Murgatroyd didn't attack him this turn. He doesn't have the mark anymore, so he will try and bite Elliot. Oh my god, I rolled a crit fail.
Awesome.
He snaps forward at Elliot, leaving himself wide open, giving you combat advantage.
Oh, I already have combat advantage.
Okay.
But okay. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
No, even with double combat advantage, unfortunately,
No.
that roll is not enough, Elliot.
I haven't rolled above a 5 in the last 4 turns.
So yes, Elliot flashes forward, the bloodsteel dagger almost tugging itself towards this creature as though it wants to stab it, but it's not enough. Hatim, your turn.
I'm gonna make another attack against this guy. 28 versus AC.
Yeah, that hits.
7 to hit.
Tim kind of just looks at Elliot and shakes his head and scores a direct hit on the side of this snake creature. Jack, your turn.
You should shift.
Can I
shift.
swim up to here?
If you make your athletics check to climb that vine, it's athletics 20. Oh, yes.
Bam!
Jack swims right over and climbs up there. I guess you grip your spear in your teeth as you climb up there with your one good hand and your one swollen, puffy hand.
And astral seal.
Let's see them numbers.
Ooh.
Oh, unfortunately, the astral seal does not take hold. Vince, your turn.
Oh, kill him.
Oh, that's a crit.
Oh, man. Do I get to calculate all this?
Holy hellfire. There's no need.
Damn it, I want his blood.
Vince unfortunately gets it. So Vince, you step forward, slamming your trident into the chest of this creature, which writhes and howls, its tail flapping back and forth against the walls as it grabs the spear and it looks up to you, and you sense power, energy transferring from the creature down the haft of your spear and into your hands. You feel his blood draining and growing inside of you. Your blood power is now stronger.
I stab his corpse. Mutilate the body.
Oh, that would have been a hit too.
Yeah, of course.
I'll make a note in my notes that Vince has gained some blood power. Not as much as if you had done the killing stroke with a bloodsteel weapon. But you still get some.
It was going to be... I have done like a lot of turns without hitting this guy. It was highly likely that I wouldn't have done for a long time.
No, you would have hit him on that next roll, your sly flourish of a 28.
Yeah, right. Oh well. Okay, I'll loot the corpse.
Excellent.
I spent all my freaking bump points. I wanted to get a treasure pile at this one.
Yes, there is a treasure pile.
Yeah.
Here you go. Yes, a leather bag was stretched across his back, and when you open it up, it has a big, heavy sack of gold, easily 600 gold pieces.
I'll add it to the tally.
And in addition to that, lying on the corner of the platform over is another object wrapped up in greasy cloths, cloths that are the same color as the clothing worn by the Jurek people that were fleeing.
Go get, it's probably like a foot or a helmet.
Who's going to open it up?
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right. It is indeed another part of the statue that you guys have been collecting, which now I guess you guys can sell if you want.
Yeah.
It's in my different notebook which part it is. And there will also be some additional treasure from the rest of the corpses, which I'll send you guys in an email.
It'd be funny if he came back and we did manage to collect all the pieces, but we did sell one. He'd be like, "What happened to this?" Be like, "We sold it for cocaine."
That'd be cool. He'd be like a one-armed warforged.
It is in fact the head.
Can we sell it?
Can we hollow
He
it
doesn't
out?
need it.
Rip all the guts out of it.
You could rip all the guts out of it, but it would take it would either take some time and effort to remove them all well, or you would ruin it by ripping the guts out.
I think Murgatroyd should figure out how to do that and wear it as a helmet.
It's not quite big. Oh, might be big enough for a dwarf. You could modify it, Murgatroyd. You're looking at it and you're like, yeah, with a little bit of work, you could take all the guts out of this thing and turn it into a helmet. It looks like the Warforge's face.
I can't believe how low I'm rolling. Pretty incredible.
I siphoned all your...
Yeah, apparently. By almost dying, that's what did it. That's alright, I did really well before. Do the snakes still, respond to my, if I, call them to me?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna use I wanna, commune with them to get them to scour the bottom of the pond thing here to see if there's treasure down there.
Yeah, they can dive down there and stuff, and yeah, I'm gonna say they do find something. I'll put it in the loot pile. I'll roll for it on the treasure table.
Sure. I don't suppose they'll like follow me out of the swamp, right? They want to stay down here.
Yeah, they'll follow you to the edge of the swamp, but they don't want to leave the swamp yet. You're not quite that powerful, but you're pretty close.
Damn.
We could not convince even one to join us?
It's all right. Well, there'll be other snakes.
Not these big ones. You might be able to convince one of the hot, fiery red snakes over here because they're much smaller, but they do burn, so you can't actually touch them.
It's cool. Oh, there'll be the right time.
It's true. Once you guys hit epic tier, then blood powers go up too.
Mostly, I'm just psyched that I got to, like, this was the first time that I have successfully used my power at all. Like, all the other times have been, like, attempts and fails.
I don't suppose it would make you feel any better if I really didn't realize that you get improved blood power upon killing that guy.
It doesn't matter. We all have blood abilities except for Murgatroyd. And sure,
don't I have Murgatroyds now or something?
Yeah.
So I mean, you're like your.
I'm not even sure what mine is.
Yours.
Yet.
Yeah, yours was something else, but now it's the same as Murgatroyd's. So you and Murgatroyd both have the blood of Azurai now.
Really? They're both snake guys too?
Yeah, they both have Azurai because Murgatroyd sacrificed his blood to save Vinz, right? So Vinz became Azurai.
So
I don't think
Murgatroyd...
ours is the same as yours, though. Mine was like poison resist, whereas you can talk to snakes.
Right.
Yeah, there's...
Can we hone all our fucking blood powers together to control some of these snakes?
There's different blood powers. So when you each made your characters, I rolled to see first which god's blood you had, and then second to see which blood power you got. So you might all have the blood of Azurai, but you have different blood powers.
Gotcha.
All right, so like Jake got the communicate with animals, and Murgatroyd got the...
I got the what?
Control poison. Jake got communicate with animals. Murgatroyd got control poison.
Oh, wait a minute. So Vince, if we boost your poison resist, does that mean that we could cure you of your coke dependency?
Oh, that's clever.
It would help. It would help, especially against normal coke. But this is demon coke.
Oh, right.
This is less a poison and more a curse at this point. And I can't seem to find the page where I have everybody's blood powers listed. So it's somewhere in here.
Anywho. I'm going to go.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's late.
At all. Oh, I need to roll for 2 bump points.
2 bump points? Look at you go.
Yeah! Today was a productive day.
It was big.
All right. What numbers you got, Jack? Oh, my goodness. This is a good one. 99. Kill an enemy with falling damage while grabbing it. This is known as the I'll see you in hell Murdoch. Number 37 is catch a ranged attack. I think Vince also has that one.
First one, can you re-say that?
The first one is kill an enemy with falling damage while grabbing it. So it essentially means you have to grapple an opponent and jump off of something high enough that you kill him with the impact.
I'll see you in hell, Murdoch. Granted, if they were only at 1 hit point.
The second one is catch a ranged attack. So somebody's throwing something at you or shooting you with a bow and arrow or a crossbow, and you got to catch that missile out of the air.
If he was only at 1 hit point, could pretty much just like suplex him off a table, right?
Yeah.
Jeez, Vince, didn't you kill 3 guys this encounter, and haven't you been bloody the whole time?
No.
Oh.
The last time I killed this dude, I was not bloody. And he would have been the third.
Ah, snap.
I was gonna freak out and try to cut myself or something, and then kill him. But...
All right, cool.
Okay.
Fun stuff. So I guess we'll go back to Five Peaks and leave all the bits for the robot for Murgatroyd's brewery family sign thing.
Oh, perfect. That's a great idea. What we'll do with them.
Yep. Yeah, I think I have a little bit negotiating at Five Peaks for our reward.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Because I want to negotiate one part of the reward to be that I go into the mine and I mine material for my axe.
Okay. I like that. We'll talk about that in the email chain.
Yeah, we've also got to finish the shopping spree that we never finished.
Yeah, that too.
So much to do. All right, cool. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
See you guys.